Hello, my people. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Show. My name is Mercy the Victor. Today, we are going to talk about an e-portfolio. Have you ever heard about an e-portfolio? As a teacher, do you know how to create an e-portfolio for your students? As a parent, you can decide to create an e-portfolio where you can save your child's projects, that is, photographs and videos of what they have been doing in their academic work. Today, we have an expert in the house who is going to take us step by step on how to create and maintain an e-portfolio. Stay tuned.
Hello there, and thank you for your time. Most e-portfolios are shared over the internet, but given the limited digital infrastructure in our schools, the most appropriate method to use is to create it on an offline computer, that is, one which is not connected to the internet. The software that we are going to use is easy to learn, and we will only learn what is necessary to capture all the contents of the e-portfolio. This software is called Microsoft PowerPoint or MS PowerPoint. This software has got the capability of combining text, images, audio, and video, allowing us to create a multimedia presentation. The first step in creating an e-portfolio is to gather all the content required for the e-portfolio. This involves 1. The learner writing up description of the steps involved in the project. 2. The learner is facilitated to take images or photos of the steps as the project progresses. 3. Any video required, for example, when the learner makes a presentation of the completed project, is also made ready. Number 4. If an audio file or music is to be included in the e-portfolio, it is also prepared in advance. This sample e-portfolio does not concentrate on the desired contents of a specific project, but rather measures on the technical side of creating an e-portfolio. The respective teacher will guide the learners accordingly with regard to the project guidelines. We are going to use the example of an agricultural project where the learners are asked to do a project illustrating one method of soil conservation. The images and video are blurred for obvious reasons. Now, let us delve into it. The first thing we need to do is to open the File Explorer. Then we are going to click Documents, and then we are going to create a folder. So we right click on an empty space, point to New, and then click Folder. Then we give our folder a name that best describes our project. This is where we are going to copy all our files. Then after that, we go to where we have stored our files. In this case, our files are stored on a flash disk or a flash drive. So we click it, open it. Then we are going to click on the first file in the list. Then you are going to hold Shift, click the last one to highlight everything. Then we are going to right click and choose Copy, so that we are going to copy those files into the computer's clipboard. Then you go to Documents again, double click our folder to open it, right click on the empty space, and then we are going to choose Paste. Now our files are all there in our folder. Then you can close File Explorer. After that, we click the Start button, and on the Start menu we are going to scroll down until we see MS PowerPoint. We click on it once to open it. After MS PowerPoint has opened, then we are going to click Blank Presentation, so that we are going to create a blank presentation. before we do anything, we are going to save our presentation. We click save as, then we are going to go to browse. We click browse so that we can find our folder. After finding our folder in documents, we can see it is in documents. We double click it to open it. Then below there, we type a name for our presentation. We type a name for our presentation so that we can easily identify it among the other files. That is the name that we have given our presentation. Then you can see on this page we have got two rectangles with some writings there. They are called text boxes, and the first one says click to add title. That one is for adding the title, the other one is for adding the subtitle. And in case we don't require both of them, you can always delete one of them. In case we require a title and a subtitle, we can have both. So you just click on the line. When you see those small circles appearing there, you just delete, press delete key. Then you can click inside this one so that we can type a title, because we require a big title. That is the title of our project, which is our ePortfolio. So we type the title there, and then you can format this title just like you would format using any other word processing program like MS Word. So you can just format it. You highlight everything, and then you can use the formatting there, the formatting tools there. So we are going to choose a font. So we are going to choose a font like Cooper Black. So we choose that one. So you can make the necessary adjustments until you are comfortable. And then after that, we are going to insert a text box. Go to insert, point to shapes, then click text box. So we are going to insert a text box there, and then we are going to write the year. So you type the year, then we are going to format it. Just do that to your taste. You can adjust the position. Once you are satisfied, then the next thing would be to insert another slide. Now the pages of MS PowerPoint are called slides. So you have got one slide. So to the left, that small picture there is called a thumbnail. It represents each slide. So you right click it, then you click new slide. A new slide is inserted. You can just click the lines there, and then you press delete to delete that text box. We still want another title. That is why we have retained that text box for title. So you can format accordingly, like centering, changing the font size, the font, etc. If you want to change the font color, you can also do that. After that, you can go to insert, shapes, text box if you want to add more text. Now this one, we are adding a blank text box so that we can insert more text under that. So you want to write the purpose of the project, so you can type your text. And if your text is typed somewhere else, maybe in MS Word, you can just copy and then you paste into this text box, and it makes your work easier. And you can keep on saving. Then you can insert another text box, slide, under that. Then you can continue adding them accordingly. So what we are going to do is that we are going to jump to other slides that has got something more that I want to explain. So let us just jump into some other slides. Okay, here we have got the procedure for making the model, and here is where we are going to start inserting our pictures. So we are going to insert another text box there that will have the first picture. We can name it number 1, which actually represents our first step. So you go to numbering, you click that numbering style there, and then you can type the first step. Okay, let us insert our first picture. So you click insert picture, then you click this device to insert from the computer, then you click documents, go to our folder, double click to open it, then you choose your picture. You choose the first picture, you click insert, and then you can resize it from those small circles at the corners and around it. They are called resizing handles. You can just drag downwards to reduce its size. Then you save, then insert another slide, and let us delete those text boxes for titles, and we insert a text box that does not carry a title. Then there is something I want to show you here. When we insert the numbers, you'll see that it will show number 1, but I'll show you how to adjust that to become number 2. Just watch where you click and then adjust accordingly. Okay, that has been adjusted to number 2, which actually should be the next step. Now this process is going to be repeated until you finish all the steps within the procedure. Now we are going to skip some of these steps, and then we are going to go to the last slide, and this slide is where we insert a video. Now that is the video that was used for the presentation of the project. So let us just go right to it. Okay, so this is the last step whereby we are going to make a presentation of the project, and we are going to insert a video. So you click insert, then you move all the way to the right, then you click video, then this device. You go to our folder, you'll find the video there, click it, click insert, and the video is inserted there. You can adjust its size accordingly until you are satisfied. Then at the bottom, when you click the video, there is a play button there. So that play button, if you click it, then what it will do is that it is going to play the video, as you can see. Then after you have inserted all the slides, then you can go through them one by one, and then you can make corrections accordingly. Now let us jump to another part. Now after making sure that all the corrections have been done, then what we are going to do is that we are going to see how the slides are going to play one after the other. And what we are going to do is that we are going to play what we call a slideshow. So we are going to click slideshow there at the top, then you click from beginning to begin the slides from the first one. Then after that you can just click the left mouse button, or you can just press the enter key to move from one slide to another. Now this is what we call a slideshow, and it is a better view than going through the slides in the former view that we had. So you can just move through them to see how they will appear in the final presentation. When you get to the video, you just press enter, and then it is going to show the video. Then after that, it is going to close. Now after that, then we can apply what we call design themes to our project. It makes them colorful, the slides colorful, and you can just scroll through each one of them by moving the pointer over each, and then you'll see how it will appear before you apply it. When you want to apply it, you just click on one of them, and then it is going to apply that throughout all the slides. So you can just hover or just move the pointer over each one of them so that you see the one that you desire. So when you have the one that you desire, you can just click it, and then it is going to be applied. You can always change it. If you don't like it, you can always go back to the design and you choose a different one. This makes our slides to become more colorful. You can go to the slideshow and then you see how it will appear. You can just click or press the enter key and then you can move from one slide to the other. When you get to the end of the slides and you press the enter key or click, you'll see that it will tell you that you have come to the end of the slideshow, like that. Then from there, after you have done that, you can adjust your text boxes accordingly. Let us skip that part. After this, you are going to add transitions, which are visual effects that occur when you move from one slide to another. So on the tabs, you click transitions, and then you can enlarge there to see all the transitions that are there. And then you can click on one transition. When you do that, it is applied on the selected slide. Then to the left, you click preview. When you click preview, you'll be able to see the effect of that transition. To the left of the thumbnail, there is a star there. It shows that a transition has been applied. To remove it, you simply click on the thumbnail and then you click none at the top there, and then it is removed. Let us start on the second slide. You click the second slide and then you choose a transition, and then it is applied, as you can see. A transition has got time that it takes. This one takes 6 seconds. You can reduce it down to something like 2 seconds so that it is a little bit faster. When you click preview, you can see that it is faster. Then you can click the second slide. Then you can choose another transition for that particular slide. So what you will do is that you will continue clicking on each slide and then applying the desired transition for each. And because these slides are many, so what we are going to do is that we are going to skip this section, and then we'll go to the last slide. So there you are. After applying transitions to all the slides, then you can run the slideshow to see how it plays with the transitions applied. So you just continue clicking or pressing the enter key to move from one slide to another, and then you can see the transitions that you have applied are actually visible, and it makes it look a little bit nicer. So when you get to the end, you will see the end of the slide show, and then it is going to take you back to where we were before. So this is the last video, and then that is the end of the slide. So after that, what we do is that we simply save, and then we are going to save it using a different format. Now this format that we are going to use is the one that will enable us to learn it as a show. So there you click and then you choose PowerPoint show. PowerPoint show is the one that will enable us to learn it as a show without opening MS PowerPoint. Now we are back to our folder, and then you can hover over those two files. One says PowerPoint presentation, the other one PowerPoint slideshow. The first one, you double click it so that it lands as a show directory without going through PowerPoint or opening PowerPoint. Now this is our slideshow that we have already made. So whenever you double click to open it, it doesn't need to open MS PowerPoint. Now we have come to the end of our session. And this is one way of creating an ePortfolio, and a learner can make it because it is simple with guidance from the teacher. Thank you for your watching.
I hope you have learned as much as I have. If you have any question in regard to creating an ePortfolio, kindly write it in our comment section and you are going to get a response. Have you found value in our show today? Kindly don't forget to subscribe. Also like and share with those that you love. Until next time, have a good time.